MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dero, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Carlos Carrasco will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, Carlos Carrasco, power arm, big-time slider, great velocity, 94 to 96 miles an hour, but the powerhouse slider is his signature pitch. Has a changeup, but if he has that good slider, he could be really, really tough to hit.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Leading off tonight for Baltimore, the designated hitter, Austin King.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Weak chopper up the line. Ramirez gonna have to hurry. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting second here tonight, left fielder Trey.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, a handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. He's taken him deep once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. And quickly, there are 2 away.
Batting third, shortstop, Manny Machado.
Now at the plate, Manny Machado. He's set. Here it comes. Hit to third. Ramirez is there. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first, and now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Dero?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, Just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, can you even see the defensive positioning of this team? I'm blinded by how much gold is out there. Can I get some shades for this one? If this offensive team has any hope of scoring, they better hit it in the seats.
Here's Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off with number 23, left fielder Michael
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Ramirez.
In now, Jose Ramirez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Brantley over at second. Lindor at first with no outs. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
From the stretch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. In there, now the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
I think that steal attempt was all about trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play. But now there are 2 outs, so that makes getting that run home from third a lot more difficult. That's the risk you take.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Here's Chris Davis now. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's batting .500, 6 for 12. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Striding in, Jonathan Scope. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. Zimmer makes the catch, and now they might be able to double him off at first. On to first, and they get the double play.
Batting sixth, center fielder number 10, Adam Jones.
First offering on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
The 0-1 delivery. This is line to left. Brentley is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Orioles held in check there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off with a drive, right fielder, Harley.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Mancini moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Jason.
And now a pitch on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Hit on the ground out to short. On to Davis at first, and there are two away. And with two gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you see there, the winner in this series will have most of the country rooting against them as they'll take on the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is the pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Now at the plate, Tim Beckham, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Tim Beckham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting eighth, right fielder, Colby Rasmus.
So stepping in, Colby Rasmus. Here's the first pitch to him. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
One of the things you want to do to get a starting pitcher out of there is make him get his pitch count up, but these guys aren't being very patient.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Stepping into the box, Andrew Susak, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's flared toward left center. Lindor ranging into the outfield, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Mejia. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Francisco Mejia.
First delivery to him on the way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. The pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And it's fouled away. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
So digging in now, Michael Brantley. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Flying toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. 2-out success, and that means Francisco Lindor will hit here as well.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Not to right there.
So striding forward now, Francisco Lindor. He singled his last time up. After it is Jones, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Naquin has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Ready now for Baltimore, Trey Mancini. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Here's Manny Machado now, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Standing in, Jose Ramirez, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Strike 2. Hit back up the middle. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edwin.
So 1 gone in the inning for Edwin Encarnacion. Now here's the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And the pitch. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Down in order go the Tribe. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for Baltimore, first baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. In now, Jonathan Scope. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Zimmer. 2 down. In now for the O's, Adam Jones. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Zimmer. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Halfway home, still no score. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Here comes the first pitch. To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Into the box now, Francisco Mejia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Stepping up to the plate, Tim Beckham comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is right there. And he puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, right fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Colby Rasmus. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Zimmer ranging back at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Rasmus around second. He wants 3. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Now batting, catcher, Andrew.
Stepping in, Andrew Susak. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Here's Michael Brantley, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now another 0-2. And this will be fouled away. No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Slapped hard the opposite way. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Back here in Cleveland, Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Austin Hayes the next to bat. And guys, 7th inning already? Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Hit down the third baseline. Throw, got him. And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Hit on the ground out to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So Chris Davis will get a chance here in the inning following that base hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's Chris Davis now. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. And that ends the inning. Orioles lead 1. We are still scoreless. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rasmus has a read on it. 1 out. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on it.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Edwin Encarnacion becomes out number 2 this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. The 2-2 one more time. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Hit well on the ground to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Giro, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
The 0-2 once more, and he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame. Digging in, Jonathan Scope, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now batting in the second.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Zimmer. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now at the plate, Tim Beckham. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Nice piece of middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box now, Colby Rasmus, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Lifted in the air to center. Zimmer will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Here's Yonder Alonso, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
0-2 to Alonso.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Yonder Alonso is retired leading off the bottom of the 8th. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Grounder down the line at third. This will get foul for strike 2. Pause, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back. And welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Dan Otero will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ballgame tied until the bottom half. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. Brenton is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one. Hitless to this point. Line drive to left. Brantley is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Zimmer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. Here's Michael Brantley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Way in front of that fastball.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
The winning run is at first base. Mancini will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter,
Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. Got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Jones is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Takes a knee-high fastball. And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. Rajay Davis will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field.
Left field, number 26.
Here's Manny Machado now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Hitting on for Baltimore, shortstop, Manny Machado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And they have taken the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Zach McAllister, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Little dribbler down the line. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Zimmer. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Tim Beckham. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Orioles 2 and the Indians nothing. Leading off the inning, Tyler Naquin, and they'll need him to get something going here. Zach Britton takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-1. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Here's Yonder Alonso. As we'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Last strike now for Cleveland. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. And the Orioles have done it. They are your American League champions.
Well, congratulations to them, as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.
For my partners, Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Orioles, 2 runs, 6 hits,